Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Ginette Biro here. I am a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading from Spirit, where we dive in and see what's in store. Oh, it's Friday. I'm always curious what the message is going to be to carry us into the weekend. So let's see. Let's just dive straight in. Again, same cards for this week. Next week, I think I'm going to use some tarot cards. We're going to switch it up a little bit, but let's see what Spirit has for us for message. All right, one more shuffle. Okay, come on, Spirit, let's make it good. Yeah. Okay, thankfully for the last card that came out, because we still have some work to do. We still have some real energetic footholds we need to take on our own sense of self. What this means is we really need to stay clean and clear in our narratives. And here's why. We have the movement card, first of all. So this card says energy in motion, and we've been talking about that. March is really an energy of movement forward, no planets in retrograde. And there's a lot shifting and changing, stepping into Aries as well. That's a fiery month. So lots moving forward. So movement means happenings, okay? Things that happen. Now the card that follows that, though, really mimics what we had Monday, the disruption card. More things being disrupted. This is kind of like the Tower card in tarot, meaning changes, plans shifting, things shifting, certain crumblings, things that need to crumble and fall apart in order to be rebuilt. Now, disruptions can also be very good things. They're not just negative. They can be very good things. They can be moments of freedom. They can be moments where you have been working so hard on something and you're pushing and pushing and pushing, and finally you decide to stop. And by stopping pushing, you allow the energy to flow freely. And what happens is it actually shifts you into a different direction where you're like, oh, look at this. So again, just as we got on Monday, we're being asked to choose our perspective with this fast moving energy, creating disruptions, meaning changes. Now, the reason why I really like this is because we have 100% choice with these two cards. Through these changes, are we going to step into the goblin, which represents ego, the ego mind, the wounded self, the victim-based thinking, the poor me? Or are we going to choose to evolve and see it as an evolution? And I love this butterfly symbolism, because this is really saying, like, consider how the butterfly completely allows itself to transform from a caterpillar into liquid goo, non-form, to then become anew again as a butterfly with wings. Suddenly it went from being a little inching guy to goo to then something that can fly and has these beautiful, amazing wings. That is a massive transformation. And that is actually a really beautiful thing. There's freedom at the end of that. That's beauty. So that's one of the messages in these transformations, is the breaking down into the goo, like a butterfly, has to allow time and space for that to happen. Sometimes these crumblings, these disruptions come in to allow us the time to transform, so that when we reemerge with wings. That's huge. Now, the butterfly also itself is a very beautiful symbolism of triumph through transformation. And I want to tell you, I have been getting tons of butterfly symbolisms. Now, these cards I pulled for myself specifically. We have a butterfly on the front there. And then also this one, these are all playing into it. You can see there's many butterflies in each of these limitless possibilities. See, each of these bubbles has limited opportunities and possibilities of transformation, like this butterfly, which is being echoed here. And Spirit's showing me butterflies in a lot of different ways too, even imagery in my mind and messages. So butterfly is a very significant thing for all of us to consider in this transformation. Now, if we get stuck in this goblin energy, in the ego, the wounded human ego, the fear, the victim-based thinking, we're going to limit our growth. The sooner we surrender and then consciously choose, the sooner we can grow wings and fly. Now, because we are in a phase of lots of movement, we have lots of opportunities for this growth and change to happen. So be willing to move through it. Don't stunt the flow of the water here. You see like this, don't try and block that waterfall. Allow the waterfall to happen. Choose what you're going to do as you move through it, or you may have already moved through it and you're watching others maneuver right now. And the greatest thing you can do is to act from a place of compassion, compassion for self, compassion for others, as we are all shifting and growing on this planet and consciously choosing. Now, one other thing they're wanting me to mention is that this can also represent third dimension limited thinking and fifth dimension expansive thinking. So many of you watching this, I'm sure, have heard about 3D reality, 5D reality, 3D consciousness, 5D consciousness. You have a choice in every moment to stay stuck in the moment in a 3D version of, man, this is limiting, this is where I'm at, I have no control, I have no creation power in this, life is happening to me. Or you can look at life like the butterfly and say, okay, 5D perspective is this event, this situation happened. Okay, now I get to choose what I'm going to do because of it. That's where my power lies. That's how I become co-creator of my reality. I am in for this. Bring it on. Right? So really it's asking you to step into your personal power as we move through these shifts. So because this card came out, to me, these cards here are simply empowering us with knowledge, and we truly can make whatever comes a beautiful thing, a beautiful thing. Now, some of you might have already hit this energy throughout the week already, and you're already on the side of flying. If that's you, keep flying. You have done your work. Keep going. Embrace this energy. Be a leader for those that are going through it right now. And for those of you that haven't quite hit that yet, trust in the free fall of the shifts and changes. We do not need to fall into fear no matter what energies come through. Remember, as this card says here, there are unlimited, endless possibilities at play right now. So something to consider. Keep your heart strong, keep your heart open and loving, keep your compassion at the forefront. And remember, you are here for a reason, going through these changes for a reason, so you can make the most of it. So have a lovely weekend, you guys. I can't wait to see what the cards are on Monday, but enjoy your time this weekend. Live in the now, and I'll see you next week. Now, if you want to deep dive into more stuff, check out avalonspirit.com as well as the Ginette Biro podcast. Lots of great stuff there. And if you haven't already, check out the Avalon Spirit Facebook group. I'm on that group. I know a lot of you have been trying to friend me on Facebook, but really I don't use my personal one much. It's really the Avalon Spirit Facebook group. So if you want to connect with me, definitely check that one out. All right. Have a good day. Happy Friday, guys.